So what we're going to do, everybody, we're going to talk about the first party games that are coming out over the course of the next few months, 8 to 12 months, somewhere in there. And we're going to pick the 3 that we're most excited for, just kind of talk about them for a second. And then there's a huge list of third-party games. You guys can go look it up, but we are going to talk about the third-party games we're excited for too, like 3 or 4. So let's get into these first-party games. Nintendo has a large. This is all after Star Fox, also, by the way.
And just to everybody know, this is the current stuff that we know. There more could be added at a later date.
Yeah, as of today, June 30th, 2026. This is what we know is coming from Nintendo. So Rhythm Heaven Groove is coming out on July 2nd, which is a Nintendo Switch 1 game, everybody. So you can check that out. It's $49.99, $59.99, somewhere in there.
$49.99.
On July 23rd is Splatoon Raiders, which is the single player / co-op Splatoon game. And then we have at the end of July the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Nintendo Switch 2 edition, which is the one Xenoblade game everybody's clamoring for a Nintendo Switch 2 version for, because that game runs like trash on Switch 1, like especially in handheld mode. So I already pre-ordered my upgrade pack because I'm that guy. And then we don't get another first party game until September, which is Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, which I am so excited for.
Yeah.
4 separate campaigns, 4 separate main characters, 4 separate stories. I really wonder how these are all going to connect. And if you can like do the 3 houses thing where you can potentially get everybody in the same house at one point. But we all know who Best Girl is, guys. We all know. You know what to say. Wrong game, Ed. On October 22nd, we're getting Nintendo Switch Sports Resort, the sequel to Nintendo Switch Sports. And then in December, we're getting the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Ocarina of Time, not dated yet. I think it's going to fall in that November spot.
Yeah.
There's no Pokemon game to take that November spot. Zelda, a lot of Zelda, like unless you're the major 3D Zelda games, like the remakes and I always think November is a Zelda month, always, since the N64. I feel like
Ocarina of Time is going to be that game to get when you buy the Switch 2 for Christmas. I feel like it's going to be that Christmas game, or it's going to be the one that jumps it off.
Bundle. You know they're going to announce that bundle as soon as that price increase hits.
Yeah,
in September. And then in 2027, we obviously have Pokemon Winds and Waves and Xenoblade Genesis, which are 2 major RPGs for next year already. So, of course, there was the rumor floating around about the Twilight Princess Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Just throwing that out there for next year, but we're going to save that for last. Ed has to go buy a dump truck full of salt so he can pour it on me later. Yeah. I think Nintendo's lineup is great.